Are you just starting out in the cleaning and restoration industry and you're not sure exactly where to start? What's the first thing I need to be doing? What's the important thing that I should be doing and focusing on right now? Or maybe you've been in the industry for a number of years and maybe you're already in the multi-millions in revenue, but you're still writing checks back to your homeowners for damages and poor performance and a variety of other things, and maybe even not too sure you want to answer the phone when it rings because you're afraid you're going to have somebody yelling at you that's not happy. Kevin here from Firehouse Education, and I wanted to talk to you today about the coaching and consulting programs we have. We get a lot of calls and emails for that all the time, and so I thought I'd go over some of the basic programs that we have. Now, these programs are all kind of unique and custom and one-off for each individual or company that we work with, because we work with companies of all sizes and shapes. So everything from a beginner coaching program where you basically just started, you haven't even maybe gotten a loss yet under your belt, all the way through multi-million-dollar organizations that we work with, both here in the U.S. and abroad. And so one of the programs that we get asked about a lot is we'll get a call or an email, or somebody has taken on a job and it's maybe a little bit more than what they should have bitten off, and they're not quite comfortable with what they're doing, so they want some guidance. And so that's where we come in, because we've got 20 years of experience doing full service restoration, so everything and anything that we've dealt with, both commercial and residential, so we've got a lot of background. So one of the things people are looking for is somebody to kind of help them through just making sure we're doing things the right way. And that could be dealing with the homeowner, that could be dealing with the insurance company or the adjuster in a situation. It could be just setting up a set of protocols and walking through the loss and defining the unknowns oftentimes, and just making sure that we don't get too far off track and that we're not missing things. And so that also includes us working with them through the billing process and making sure that their paperwork is in order, just so they can back that bill up as far as what we're dealing with the insurance companies. And then just helping them negotiate through that if they get any sticking points, and making sure that we're clearly defining what it is we're doing for what we're asking for in return. So that's one of the things we do. And the other thing we do is we do consulting for facility design. And so that might be your entire facility, or that may be one division of your facility. Maybe you're adding on a service that you haven't been offering up to this point, for instance, like contents. And that takes designing out the contents center that you're going to be using, so you get good flow, good productivity, good profitability, and that things work the way they're supposed to, and all the equipment's in place, and we get a good layout. The other thing we do is we have a couple of coaching programs that we work with people, and two different levels on that. One of them is that we work one-on-one with the business owner. And so what we're looking for there is a custom program to meet their goals and how they want to operate their business and how they want to grow their business, and what services they want to deal with and offer to the community and to the insurance industry. And that's going to take some baseline. We're going to have to figure out what it is people are going to want, defining unknowns, what they don't know, determining how to grow infrastructure in terms of equipment and manpower as you take on more market share. Marketing is one of the big things that people struggle with in our industry quite a bit. So we have a custom marketing program we put together for them. The second program would be a organization-wide program where we don't work just with the business owner, rather, but their team. Oftentimes they're key people in different divisions that they're running for them. And that's a little bit more expanded. Again, a lot of the same type of topics, and also some other topics that we want to work with. Again, working on their goals and what they're trying to accomplish, and helping them define those blind spots and create market share and be able to build the referral programs, and getting a lot of people involved as needed as we grow, and can keep making that consistency of outcome, which is very important. One of the mistakes I made early on, I assumed, and I've been coaching for over a decade in the industry, is that people that were in higher revenue streams, multiple millions, really had their act together and weren't having any problems. And that's not true at all. I found that out having multiple conversations with owner operators all over the U.S. and abroad. There are some internal strife issues that come into play as we grow businesses, that if we don't get them defined early in the process, they just become bigger tigers to tame later on down the road. And so what we want to do is help you with that, finding out where those pain points are, where those issues are that haven't been put into a system or defined and dealt with, so that they don't have to be a problem going forward. And so that's one of the things that we do in our coaching and consulting programs. So one of the things that I've learned over the years is the most expensive advice you can get is bad advice. And so in terms of coaching and consulting, if you've got the right person, it costs nothing. It should make you money, and it should be a high value. And so if you're looking to get some coaching or consulting in your business, why don't you get a hold of us? We'll sit down and have a conversation, and let's see if we're a right fit to work together.
I got to give you and Kevin, a lot of credit too, because I had a huge mentality shift when I started working with you, which really helped launch our restoration side. We always did well, but we were always having problems on every claim. And working with you guys, it really you just changed a little change, right? And it went a long way. And we started, working with adjusters to still, we didn't sacrifice our quality, we didn't sacrifice our pricing. No. We still stayed true to our price. The prices never went down, they never changed. We were just able to justify better and have better communication. So if you're new in the industry, or if you're constantly having problems, I recommend that you do reach out to Kevin and Isa. And a little coaching, I mean, it goes a long way, and it really helped catapult our business into better relationships and more profits.